This is Dick Rockwell for WROK Channel 55. I'm here with Mayor Robert Stocker of Royal Oak on the eve or on the morning of the Memorial Parade. And what does Memorial Day mean to you?
Well, Memorial Day means an awful lot to me. I think this is a time when we have to reflect upon of all the sacrifices so many have given, just to have us here today to be able to celebrate our independence and the fact that we were a free country. And I think today is a day that we should all bow our heads and be so thankful for all those people that have given their lives.
There are many people today who have either served in wars for our country and people who are memorializing people who have given their lives for our country. And there are a lot of people who are helping this celebration.
Oh, they certainly are, and I think that you can tell that there's so much patriotism in the area again. And if you take a look at the streets by the time this parade starts, they're going to be jam full, and I think that's great. And you're going to take a look in many, many other cities too. I understand that they have approximately 250 Vietnam vets marching in the Dearborn Parade. And I'm not sure if too many people saw the other night the story on the Vietnam Monument Memorial and the difficulty that it took just to get the memorial up, let alone all the lives that were lost. It seems as though people lose track of about, and here is for freedom, and of course the United States is democracy, and it means freedom. It stands for freedom throughout the entire world, and I think as long as we can have freedom, things will be much better.
Thank you, Mayor Stocker.
Okay, thank you.
I'm with Doug Cruz. Doug, what does Memorial Day mean to you?
Well, you know, I was in the service myself about 20 years ago, and I know what a sacrifice it is, and certainly the ones that gave their lives are the ones that sacrifice the most, and I feel it's the least we can do to come out one day a year and honor those people who have fought for peace and the history. And I think it's an important day for us. It's an important day for not only those who were in the service, but all Americans. And I'm excited to spend my Memorial Day out here with the people doing just that, honoring those who have helped us in the past.
Great. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning. The Royal Oak Fire Department have 4 pumper trucks on parade with us today. Leading them is Public Safety Director John Ball in a car driven by Captain Lucasy. And with that, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and welcome to the 1988 Royal Oak Memorial Day Parade. Today we remember those who gave their lives so that we could be here with our friends and families. You saw 4 pumper trucks from the Royal Oak Fire Department. Now coming up are taking up our United States Honor Color Guard, all active members of the Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Army, and all stationed at the Royal Oak Recruiting Station here on Main Street. The mighty sound of the Kimball High School Marching Band, led by Director Jim Compton, our leadoff band today. Following the band is the Honorable Mayor Robert S. Stocker of Royal Oak, who welcomes all of you to the Royal Oak Memorial Day Community Parade. You can join him in remembering our veterans on this day. Here is State Representative Shirley Johnson, who is honoring us with her presence today. Good to see you, Shirley. Here are Royal Oak City Commissioners Kenneth Culling and James Johnson. Two of our Oakland County Commissioners, first Jim Lanny with his son, and Susan Kuhn. That flyover was by two F-4 Phantom fighter aircraft of the 191st Fighter Interceptor Group, stationed at Selfridge Air National Guard Base. The Michigan Air National Guard invites you to Selfridge Open House and Air Show on Wednesday and Thursday, August 17 and 18. The United States Air Force Aerial Demonstration Team, the Thunderbirds, will be featured at the two-day event. Admission and parking are free. Watch the news media for further information. With us also today, District Judge Edward Sosnick of the 48th District Court. Another newcomer to the parade is the Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for Oakland County, Richard Thompson. There is State Senator Doug Cruz. Hello, Doug. And following him, City Commissioner Dave Richards. Here is City Commissioner Dennis Cowan and his family. And the Royal Oak City Color Guard Unit of Veterans. Coming up, the Jane Addams Junior High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. George Gillespie. Leading off our veteran organizations today is the Disabled American Veterans, the South Oakland County Chapter 19 of Royal Oak. The DAV is the third oldest organization of veterans, and those who are members have had many distinguished awards for service to the United States through the years. One of their major fundraisers is the selling of forget-me-not flowers, enabling them to help other veterans. Thank you. This year we have 3 honorary parade marshals as voted by the parade committee. They gave many hours and years, and we are very grateful to them for their service to the city of Royal Oak. It is with deep pride and gratitude that we remember them. Hazen Short, Fred Pieper, and Barbara Hallman. Car is driven by Mr. Ed Saloon. Here is a 1915 Ford touring car. It's won many awards in car shows throughout Michigan, owned by Mr. John Glasson of Royal Oak.
An official letterhead. We were deeply distressed to read that you forgot Royal Oak and parade.
Here's a custom roadster made by Frank Bianco. It's called the Devil's Joke. Frank is a member of the Vietnam Veterans of America.
There was a very, we were watching a film they had a movie on about the guys who the Vietnam Memorial. It was very moving. Appropriate data. Have you ever been there? Yes. It is, you know, all the arguments they did about this thing, and that is the most to me. When we were in Washington a couple years ago for a seminar, we went to all of that one. I wanted to go through. You know what it is? They're right. It's the name. The names just get you. And you know, I found 2 guys with my name. You know, they weren't relatives. You did have a neighbor guy.
The balloons being released, all of us to remember that there are still MIAs and POWs from the Vietnam War. These are Gold Star mothers who have lost sons in overseas wars for the United States. The Vietnam Veterans of America, Oakland County Chapter number 133, Color Guard and members all served overseas. In July 1989, they will hold the largest gatherings of Vietnam veterans in Pontiac to honor the Canadian veterans who fought for the United States, never to have received a welcome home from their government. This Color Guard has won numerous awards and many parades. Following them is a 1927 four-door sedan. The Veterans of Foreign Wars Acorn Post number 1669 with its Ladies Auxiliary is the oldest veterans organization in the United States. Many of you this past week to help the veterans in the hospitals. The VFW also raises funds for the Jerry Lewis Telethon and many other activities with youth. The lovely young ladies are the 1988 Poppy Queens, Miss Tina Holt and Miss Jamie Lee Green. Congratulations to both of you. These are representatives from the Frank Wendland American Legion number 253 with their Ladies Auxiliary. They are the second oldest veterans organization. To promote many fundraisers and have just held a bowl-a-thon for youngsters. Greater Royal Oak Chamber of Commerce with Gene Chamberlain, manager, riding in the car, honoring the 1980 Standing Citizens of the Year, Mrs. Nora Maudlin and Mr. Clarence Johnson, both from Royal Oak, where they've given many years of distinguished service to the community. A posthumous award was also given to Fred Pieper for his many years of service to the city. The Fraternal Order of Eagles Union Area number 2092 mixed drill team with co-captains Nadine Waddell and William Regrets. This group, with its marching and maneuvering style, have won many awards and won the 1987 drill teams champion in the Berkeley Christmas Parade. The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elk Lodge number 3 and the Wapiti Club, Ladies Auxiliary, have awarded $3,400,000 in scholarships to students in the United States. The exalted ruler is James Fournier, and the president for the ladies is Barbara Dinkelman.
I love these guys.
The First United Methodist Church is celebrating its 150 years in Royal Oak. This is their first year in the parade, and we welcome them and hope they have many more years to celebrate with us. Their motto in this sesquicentennial year is "First for the Future." Following them is the Birmingham Chrysler Plymouth Celtic Pipe and Drums under the direction of Joseph Patterson. They have been in our parade for many years. This pipe band performs throughout the United States and takes part in the Highland Games in Alma, Michigan every year. Mr. Patterson will be playing the bagpipes at the memorial service after the parade. The Royal Canadian Legion Post number 84 and its auxiliary are a very colorful attraction each year. They have participated in Memorial Day services in Royal Oak for many years. The Detroit Edison Company is a newcomer to this year's parade. We have an antique car with employees from Edison riding. Among them, Mrs. Terry Kaser from Royal Oak. This is the 24th Michigan Volunteers Infantry, a Civil War unit, dressed in the regalia of the Union Army. They take part in many Civil War pageantries in Michigan and make their first appearance today in our parade. Following them is a float from the St. Paul Lutheran Sunday School. The youngsters are all from the Sunday School at St. Paul Lutheran. They are thanking all our veterans today so that we can have the freedom of religion and speech and be able to honor them with this parade. Coming up now are some kids from the Royal Oak Co-op Nursery School, which is a preschool for 2-, 3-, and 4-year-olds in which parents participate in the administration. Let's give these kids and the parents a big hand. Here comes the 1946 pickup truck, Gordon McNabb of Royal Oak, and it's driven by his son Gary and his new bride Cindy. This is their second year with us in the Memorial Day Parade. A group of our citizens known as the Concerned Area Residents are joining us today. Corporal Stanley L. Moore detachment of the Marine Corps League Color Guard. This is made up of former Marines who have attended many parades throughout the years. Coming up behind them, the Athens High School Marching Red Hawk Band from Troy. Under the direction of Fred Juneau, they have won Outstanding Band of Bands in the 1987 Thanksgiving Day Parade in Detroit. First place is in the Rochester Christmas Parade. Outstanding Band of the Berkeley Christmas Parade. They have marched throughout the United States in the Lilac Festival, Peach Festival, Orange Bowl, and Fiesta Bowl. Today we have 140 members of the band performing. Coming up behind them from the City of Royal Oak Parks and Recreation Department, baton twirlers who have just completed 10 weeks of baton classes, for which they learned a specific marching routine for today's parade. The first group is the Saturday Sensation from 7 years old to 10 years old. The second group is the preschool group called the Super Kids from age 3 to 6. And the next group are the Sensations, age 7 to 13 years. Their leaders are Holly Knacker and Angie Gavala. They're taught by Pat Taylor, the parade chairperson and unit coordinator of today's parade. Somebody just gives me this one, okay? The Campfire Blueberries and Butterflies, under the direction of Mrs. Helen Lung, who is also the secretary of the Community Parade Committee. This co-ed group of girls and boys are looking forward to another happy year and send a greeting of Wahilo to all. They do a veterans project every year for the VA hospital, making Valentines for them to tell them how much we love them. The Berkeley Men's Club and its Women's Auxiliary are a group of citizens from Berkeley formed 2 years ago to save their Christmas parade. With them are the Junior Princess and the Queen of the Men's Club for 1987-88. Congratulations, ladies. The Make-A-Wish Foundation of Michigan is an organization that's appearing with us for the first time, and we welcome them. The work they do for children under 17 years of age who have a special wish they would like to have filled. Some of these children are very ill, some are terminal. They just want to have one exciting thing done for them, no matter how small or frivolous. Lodge number 464 of the Fraternal Organization of Free and Accepted Masons, dedicated to help and brotherly love. They're in their first Royal Oak Parade today. Thanks for making this parade special on your agenda. This is a 1948 Ford fire truck owned by Mr. Ken Koppuck Jr. of Royal Oak. It's won prizes in many area parades. He also owns behind it a 1962 Mercedes Unimog German fire truck, which we believe is being shown for the first time here in the United States. This calliope is from the Eastwood Amusement Park. Many of you people, maybe over 40 years old, will have fond memories of that park. Very few calliopes left in its original condition and plays in many events throughout Detroit. It's being played by Mary Lou Borsati, who owns it with her husband, Carl. And this is the Southfield High School Drill Team and Color Guard, Air Force ROTC, under the direction of Major William S. Carr, welcoming them for the first time for our parade, and marched in many events throughout Michigan. And now from Northwood School, Junior Girl Scout Troop number 3040. And following them, Cub Scout Pack number 1607. Next grade school is Brownie Troop number 177. Here are some dancers from the Musillo School of Dance, owned and directed by Kathy Musillo. They've taken part in many of our parades, and her students have performed in various shows and events throughout South Oakland County. Welcome. Here are some cheerleaders from the Royal Oak Youth Football Leagues. Following them are some of the football players themselves. Here are some brownies and juniors from the Girl Scouts of Oakland School. The Royal Oak Church of Christ lads to leaders and leaderettes are from the second grade through college years. This is their first appearance in our parade, and we welcome them in helping us honor our veterans. From Troy, here are some Montessori Scouts. First, we have Brownie Troop number 3008, Brownie Troop number 3698, and Troop number 3058. Following them is Cub Scout Pack number 1628. The Royal Oak Youth Soccer Association will be making the presentation of the wreath at the Oakview Cemetery later on behalf of the youth of Royal Oak. We've got a big contingent of soccer players today. The Dwarfs are followed by the Muppets, in turn followed by the E.T.s, then the Cheetahs, the Gelflings, the Stallions, the Rams. We see too the Eagles, followed by the Scooters, the Cobras, the Littles, followed by the Falcons and then the Leprechauns. And in bright yellow are the Panthers. Here comes some Wildcats. Some Elves. And then some Koalas. In bright blue are the Colts, and following them are the Imps. A single solitary urchin, some yellow hobbits, a tiny Tim, a kobold, some Asians, and then wallabies and goblins. Apaches, then the Cubs, the Peanuts, the Phillies, then some Weebles, a pair of Denny's, and an assortment of Sprites. Here's Congressman Sander Levin here with us today along with his wife Vicki.
Hi, how are you? Take that hard hand. Maybe I ought to. How you doing? Hi, how are you?
Coming up are some Boy Scouts from troop number 1610. And following them is Cub Scout pack number 1047 from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The vests that each of them are wearing display numerous patches that represents special events that they've both shared together. Here are some Girl Scouts from the Detroit Metro Council of Girl Scouts, unit numbers 95 and 96. Here's some Girl Scouts from Guardian Angels in Clawson joining us today. And some members of the Royal Oak Hockey Association. Kahirup of Michigan is an ethnic Filipino-American social organization made up of 125 member families. Philippine Americans are proud of their America and the long history of friendship and comradeship that has existed between the Philippines and the United States. This is the first time that they've been here to participate. Their group consists of dancers and members wearing yellow, gold t-shirts and hats. Here are some Cub Scouts from pack number 1611 from Longfellow School. And how about this? This is the Whittier School robot float, which was made by the students of Whittier School in first and second grades. For the third year in our parade, Neighborhood Christian Academy. Here are some Cub Scouts, pack number 1833 from Mark Twain School.
These are one-wheeler bicycles, and these are one-wheeler Royal Enfields, and these are trick bike bicycles.
That concludes our parade today. Thanks very much for being with us. A special thank you to the members of the Royal Oak Memorial Day Parade Committee, the auxiliary police, and all who helped to make this day so special. We'll see you next year.
Name?
Emil Kosian from Royal Oak here.
Have you lived in Royal Oak long?
30 years.
And how many Memorial Day parades have you seen in those 30 years?
Most everyone, yeah.
Everyone. Yeah. Would you say, when you say it's the best of all of them?
I would say this is the best because it's really a Memorial Day parade dedicated to the memorials and to the soldiers and all of the past. Yeah, and the children in here, it's beautiful to see all the youth get into this.
Well, thank you very much and enjoy this day.
Okay, thank you.
Memorial Day Parade, what's your name?
Don Deminick,
And Don, what your job here at the parade is?
coordinator of the auxiliary police and security for the parade.
How many volunteers are involved in that?
We have 16 right now, and we have 8 mobile patrol also.
Everything seems to be going real well.
So far, so good.
What are your thoughts as we celebrate Memorial Day?
I think we ought to really appreciate what the veterans did for us. I think we ought to just take the whole day and just appreciate this country and what happened.
Oh, it means an awful lot. My husband was in the war, Second World War. My son was in Vietnam. My several brothers were in Germany and England, and oh yeah.
There we go.
Hi.
So it's quite a day to remember.
Oh, it sure is. It's a sad day for me in a way, but I'm thankful they all come home.
It means to honor everyone who died in the war. My dad was in Vietnam, so I can relate to what everybody is at this time, and it's just a time to look back on what's happened and maybe to remember.
Okay, how about you? What does Memorial Day mean to you?
Thoughtfulness and caring of the loved ones that we all lost.
Oh, it means many things. You have great love and regard and for those people who fought for our country. They gave up so much, and their bravery, the meaning of it, and we want to keep our country free. And there's so many countries don't have the freedom we have.
Oh, I have many mixed emotions about Memorial Day. My husband was in the service. I had 3 brothers in the service. We lost a good friend once. My son was in for a little while. Memorial Day means mixed emotions. It's for the men that we lost, for our country, for happiness, for people getting together and being happy and waving their flags.
I think it's a wonderful day myself. It's a time of the year where you get to remember your family and friends, you know, not only the ones that served in the service, but people with your immediate family, you know, that passed away and everything. It's a beautiful day.
So it's a time to really think these things over.
Right, comes right from the heart, you know.
That's great.
It means we're out here celebrating everybody that has died in Vietnam, Korea, all our veterans. My dad's a veteran, so we're out here celebrating, you know.
It's good.
Everybody that died, their lives meant something to us, and that's what this day is for.
What does it mean to your child?
What's it mean to her daughter? She's a free American. That's what it means.
In the few years, last 10, 15 years, it's been brought to my attention, and I've always had it in my heart, to honor those that had served in the nation. And it's my prerogative to always be in a Memorial Day parade. An honor to be here in Royal Oak, too.
What's your name?
Dorothy.
And you're from?
Detroit.
From Detroit.
The home of the champs.
You
darn right.
What does Memorial Day mean to you when you think about it?
The people who gave their life for me.
I think no one said it more succinctly. Thank you very much.